Tory news. So to stay tuned. Don't forget to listen to True Talk on 98.5 FM. Get a fast and get True Talk. This moment and news hour now. We could go for news. By Emmanuel M. Kamara.
Family, good evening. This now True Talk News for today, 8 November 2024, with me, Emmanuel Mohammed Kamara. But first, make we go for we headlines then. The President, retired Brigadier Julius Maada we don't talk about the strategic approach where the government of Salone they take for boost the agriculture, build resilience, food security, and self-achieve food security. The Minister of Labour, Mohamed Rahman Soare, don't talk about the issue of work permits na Salone. Kalilu Oba, when are the chairman for the public sector, Public Service Commission, don't talk about the well-being of the public service. These are the headline them. Now for the full news. His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Maada don reaffirm the Feed Salone initiative program na the World Without Hunger Conference na Ethiopia. He talk about the strategic approach wey dem dey take for boost agriculture, build resilience, food system, and self-achieve food security. Na the country e continue for say a government they introduced the first biometric farmers registry for allocate resource more efficiently and safe make impact from the policy decision wey go benefit the farmers them. Make we go for the story.
In Sierra Leone, our flagship Feed Salone program is our roadmap to boosting agricultural productivity, building resilient food systems, and achieving food security. The initiative directly taps into our immense agricultural potential, youthful population, and favorable climate, leveraging modern technologies to enhance productivity. Through strong collaboration with the private sector, development partners, our approach focuses on targeted policies that boost farm-level productivity while creating opportunities for innovation and private sector investments. Some of our successful strategies to drive sustainable growth in Sierra Leone are: 1. Adopting a whole of government approach that is bringing together all relevant ministers and ministries to address food systems bottlenecks. 2. Implementing targeted policies to reduce food imports and make the sector more competitive for our farmers. 3, promoting Sierra Leone as a viable agro-investment destination, forging strategic relationships and mobilizing over $1 billion in resources to develop our rice agro-industrial cluster to achieve rice self-sufficiency. Additionally, our school feeding program has proven to be an essential intervention in addressing hunger and malnutrition among school children. This program has significantly increased school attendance and retention and enhanced academic performance by ensuring that over 500,000 students have access to nutritious meals during academic year. We are also investing in research to develop the best yielding climate resilient crop varieties for our diverse ecologies, especially by capacitating the Sierra Leone Agricultural Research Institute. Furthermore, our government is developing the country's first ever biometric national farmers registry to allocate resources more efficiently and make more informed policy decisions that will benefit our farmers. Lastly, our Feed Salon program strongly emphasizes empowering women who represent more than 70% of the agricultural labor force, from cultivation to processing and marketing. We do this by creating economic opportunities for our women and by enhancing local processing along the value chain. This commitment to gender equality and empowerment is a cornerstone of our effort to achieve food security in Sierra Leone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is clear that solving the complex problem of hunger and malnutrition requires global collaboration, as I've already been alluded to. Why taking proactive steps at the national level, we are equally leveraging global strategic partnerships. At COP28, Sierra Leone, Brazil, Norway, Rwanda, and Cambodia launched the Alliance of Champions for Food Systems Transformation, a new strategic coalition of ambitious countries determined to act urgently together. This initiative makes acting on food systems a political priority. Members commit to delivering universal access to affordable, nutritious, sustainable diets, aiming to accelerate major progress in this decade. Your Excellencies, as we know, Africa's population is growing and is projected to rise to about 2.4 billion by 2050, and 2 in every 5 children in the world will be born in Africa. This underscores the pressing need for us to work together urgently to find sustainable solutions to the continent's raging food insecurity. We stand at a critical juncture, and our collective actions as governments, international organizations, academia, civil society, and the private sector will determine the future of food security and sovereignty in Africa and the world at large. The fact that more than 800 million people remain hungry highlights the significant challenge we face in meeting Sustainable Development Goal of zero hunger by 2030. While achieving a zero hunger world is undeniably an uphill task, it is not impossible. It offers a beacon of hope and optimism. Ethiopia's ability to achieve its self-sufficiency through targeted technological interventions, institutional strengthening, and a supportive policy environment is a great example of what can be achieved when a confluence of strategic actions occur together. With visionary leadership and strong political will, we can harness Africa's vast arid lands and its demographic dividend to achieve our food security goals.
The Minister of Labour, Employment and Social Security, Mohamed Rahman Soare, don't talk about the issue of work permit and the extent to which the ministry they ensure that jobs then protected for Sierra Leoneans. We reporter Antoinette Cargo gets more.
Work permit na a protectionist regulation wey aim for protect salon job them. For sake of this, the Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security, Mohamed Rahman Soare, don't discuss the issue of work permits, where it talks say the need for protect salon jobs then and also for national security purpose.
Work permit na a protectionist regulation. Yeah, we want for able to protect Sierra Leonean jobs. There are jobs who typically will get the skills, will get the competencies, and people in there will get the experiences for doing jobs. Yeah, so then job then they will keep them for Sierra Leoneans. We make the work permit fee we increase. That then they put high tax on cigarettes or alcohol. They call it sin tax, not so. They want for prevent people them from accessing it from buying it. Yeah. So you say if you want for hire cleaner, you get for pay $1,000 for example. You think twice. Huh? Yes, you get for pay salaries and this and that. So that's one reason. Also, work permit fees they consider a valuable source of income for government. Right? We take over the ministry over a year ago. The highest in the history of the country work permit don't generate now 8 million. Today, I think we don't do about 20 million. About 20 million now to talk about now. So from the start of time, Salononga independence, this is not the highest we don't get. So we could do better. Why are we not getting more from it? Number one, now because the ministry very short staff. Yeah? All these will get now walk-in customers. I know I go all over the place. Everybody is in here. No documentation, no nothing. Where immigration they work now for digitalizer process there, for work with private sector partners there, for ensure say everybody with the like a bushy there, we are able to trace and track you. One, we have to protect Sierra Leonean jobs. Number two, we go for raise revenue. Number three, for
Plenty thank you to Antoinette Cargo for that story. The chairman for Public Service Commission, Khalilo Oba, don't say any country where the public service not function well, the country not get effective service delivery. Now that make the commission don't try for do reforms. He talked this inside the weekly government press briefing will be happen this past Tuesday. Make we go for the story.
A total statement I want to make here is that any nation where the public service is not correct, service delivery don't go for the people that let it know. So government they try for belong to the current needs of the people. The 21st century we say public service to the people should be okay, should be 100%. What you concern with right now is about what the government they try for do for revamp the entire public service. The mandate there. How do we go about it? We start one really go. To a very large extent, the public service don't become a little bit archaic. It not be quite responsive to current needs. So government can fit for say for render service to the people of this country. We need for overhaul this machine. It's not like vehicle. As they go along, as they old, we need for calibrator, maintenance, and in the same vein, this big vehicle where they carry out all these things, government now say, now we try for calibrator, and they call revamping of this entire public service for quality service delivery to the people of Sierra Leone. Now they type up to even where the deputy minister they talk about wages and compensation. In most areas, we all belong to the same umbrella, we call ourselves public service. But the condition of service not to the same. So government also take a fit say, that we bring something we go try address this anomaly. We call it anomaly. We will do recruitment. So then we will take administrative officer, grade 7. We take accountant grade 7. But the salary not be the same. The accountant is paid more than the administrators, and they have the same first degrees. In isolation, again, in other departments, you see somebody grade 7, then they pay and pass the grade 9 man in the other area. So all these are lapses which they affect incentive for that they deliver service to the people of this country. So this lead government for what they call the Wages and Compensation Commission. Then they can address that irregularity. Irregularity. People of the same grade, same qualification, render the same service for the same grade.
Melvin Tijamansare, when a journalist, don't call for the review of the IMC Act, as he say most of the provisions of the act they only focus on how the journalists go adhere to public safety, but not to how the public go make society safe for the journalists. Make we go for the story. Journalists them, these are people where they provide information where important to Motaman in life and serve the place where it is. Journalists then they give true and useful message to people, but things where just happen, things where people they hide, expose corruption and crime, and self-guide people. In order to this no more, journalists then they make people know about events, issues, and serve people and think them where they impact society or affect people's daily life. With all this role, journalists then they really suffer in a salon because plenty know they get salary, and self the one them where they receive salary, they know they pay them better. For all this, the law na salon they force journalists them for make them be careful and make society safe. Inside one interview where True Talk do with Melvin Tijamansare, when a journalist say them for review the IMC Act, when the law where they guide journalists them na salon.
I think we need a special court for crimes against journalists. We need for change also the IMC Act. The IMC Act is what I would call it look more outward than inward. The act gets punishment for journalists them with the ambog members of the public, but in other provision for members of the public with the ambog journalists. That's a fundamental omission in the IMC Act. That should be inserted if there is going to be an amendment to that.
It continue for call on media house them and self journalists them for improve in their safety measures and self get insurance for the staff them.
And of course, for the media fraternity itself, we should be adjusting on, for example, how we can improve on our own safety. And I want to suggest that media house them, although they are constrained, but it's high time, for example, in emergencies, which is the global theme, we go get insurance for we journalists them on a salon, for let journalists get fine pay safe, the art thing. Let's talk about insuring journalists. You cannot expect a journalist to cover Corona, Ebola, landslide, or wars where we not get for now and we not pray forget, and you go Magbana for equip with journalists them for protect their lives. It takes an institutional approach, it takes a governmental approach, it takes an international approach, because at the end of the day we see what Israel they do to journalists them in Gaza and elsewhere, and who takes the blame for that. So the world at large for CC journalism is not a crime, but
every year November 3rd na International Day of One Health. Today, November 7th, 2024, Salon join other countries them for celebrate the One Health Day and raise awareness for the One Health approach. This event take place na the Atlantic Hotel Beach Road, Lumley, with the theme One Health in Communities. The Deputy Minister One for Health, Dr. Charles Senesi, where they give keynote address, talk about the urgent need for practice the One Health approach.
Healthcare diseases. And so the concept of One Health, that's the interaction between the productive, the animals, the environment, and human beings is very unique to what we do. Because at the Ministry of Health, we recognize and own this particular concept in that addressing healthcare system in the Ministry of Health also calls for competence.
African Centre for Disease Control representative bin tok about how the infectious disease wey motorman kin get dey transfer from animal to motorman, and sef dey call on Salone citizen dem for practice the One Health approach.
Basically, you have majority of this crossing over the human from animal. We live in a shared environment, and these are things that will press day in, day out. If you're looking at the environment, we have lots of chemical events occurring that are threatening health.
The Deputy Minister One of Agriculture, Dr. Teresa Tenedick, bin tok say the Agriculture Ministry understand the importance of livestock and dem dey work for provide prevention treatment dem for the livestock.
And all sectors of the One Health animal to be above achievement and more seriously in order to catch up with our human health goals. We need more genuine commitment to the cause of One Health and all sectors. We need a genuine commitment to equity, inclusivity in all sectors. By that only, we should be planning together, invite together, and implement together. One sector should be implementing together.
The Well Body Ministry dey call on all citizens for practice the One Health approach as motorman, animal, and sef the environment interconnected. For True Talk News, Mina Elfrida Sunday reports.
The new Finance Act wey the Ministry of Finance don pull don add 5% increment from the one dem wey dey import rest Kamara Salone. For sake of dis, True Talk Radio bin go waka na the market dem for see wetin market woman dem get for say concerning dis tier. Make we go for the tori.
Rest na one part the foodstuff dem where even the layman sef go able for afford am. But over the years, the cost of rest don affect plenty people in the country. This year, the Finance Act 2024 don show 5% increase for the importation of rest, wey make True Talk we go waka for know wetin the traders dem get for say. Inside one interview with traders dem began for talk about how this go affect them. Where dem talk say some man can go buy full bag rest, but now na half bag rest dem dey buy. And talk say Salone the stable food na rest.
First of all, Salone the stable food na rest. Some man if not eat rest, he no dey gladi. Even though Alexa is fit for diet stay, but he must eat rest. So if the government go put 5%, the problem with the government, they look for the masses of we the people that will not get her. Some people them go afford. Me I can normally say God give him more, that much we give him, he must provide for the month. But the government for you look for the masses of the world, we not able to get her. So if we right now rest don't go 6,000 for cup, then we always will they make now 10,000 for cup. If they put 5% increase, how much if you say rest go? And Salone will no longer price control and the worst thing and then I have. So and the government put in price that they go so never go put 5,000 per tap in just forget in. So the thing is, I don't go put that kind of price they per rest again.
Then continue for talk say the 5% increment don't make business not they go fast again. And talk say if they try and reduce the cost, chance go the way even the layman self will able for afford for buy rest.
Well, the 5% increment don't make like the business not to go fast again like before because we did forget at a reasonable price like before. But now the price is really high. The cost of goods don't come out like the way than they did before. So the layman self not able to afford that amount of money to buy one bag at that percentage. So try to find a way or reduce the price or the cost. There is a chance
For True Talk News, Antoinette Kagbo the report.
Plenty thank you to Antoinette Kagbo for that new report. as one way for develop the livestock sector and boost the food and nutrition security in Salone, and for create over 16,000 work them. The government of Salone don't partner with the International Fund for Agricultural Development, the OPEC Fund for International Development, and the Islamic Development Bank for sign $105 million agreement. We reporter Kamara gets more.
The government of Salone, together with the International Fund for Agriculture Development, the OPEC Fund for International Development, the Islamic Development Bank, and other partners, don't sign $105.5 million project for the livestock sector as way for improved food and nutrition security in the country. They signed this agreement the 6th November 2024 now the Ministry of Finance. According to the Acting Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Teresa Tenedik, these projects they focus on 8 districts: Pujon, Kenema, Kailaun, Kono, Potloko, Bombali, Koinadugu, and Bo. Simweso, it go help over 500,000 hosts within the farm, with 40% go be women, 30% youth, and 5% for persons with disability. The Minister of Finance, Sheku Ahmed Fantamadi Bangora, talk say the livestock sector now one big one for the economy, and continue for talk say 69% of importation per egg don't reduce. Same way so 61% of imports per chicken self don't reduce. According to the Finance Minister, the project they try for create over 16,500 work, especially for youthman, women, and persons with disability, for help the rural community and same also reduce poverty. This project now one big moment for Salone agriculture. It show wetin partnership can do for solve problem there, like food insecurity, and make sure the economy gets strength. For True Talk News, Nina Kamara, the report.
Famol, as we dey wrap up the news, make we go now for we sport to read them. Salone legend and veteran Kai Ansu Kamara don ready for comeback after he be don retire for play for the Salone national team. We reporter Yakuba Yayaba get more on this.
Salone legend and all-time goal scorer Kai Ansu Kamara wey dey play for LAFC na the American Major League Soccer, and when na the second highest goal scorer na the Major League Soccer, they don retire for the Salone national team for the past 2 years 7 months ago. But according to source them, the 40-year-old veteran don ready for comot out of retirement for help the national team for qualify for the African Cup of Nations wey get for play na Morocco. Husai Salone get for play the last 2 games there wey na against Chad and Zambia na the AFCON qualification. Salone get for play Chad the 13th November wey na the first game for the last 2 games them we don left, and Zambia wey na on the 19th of November wey na this month. Salone dey play Chad na the Ipembe Abidjan Ivory Coast Stadium 7 p.m. evening. Im go play Zambia for the last game na the SKD Sport Complex Penasville inside Liberia on 4